Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juan Carlos Monsalve. Today is January 4th, 2025. We're going to play another show of Baccarat today. I haven't recorded a video in a long time. Last time that I recorded a video was September 29. I have played just a few more shoes after that date. The information is available in my website, juancarlosmonsalve.com. And I'm going to show you, before I start playing, I'm going to show you, this is my website. This information is available, is free. Welcome to my Baccarat research site. Together we will observe new things. It's juancarlosmonsalve.com. You can read some information there in regards to the rules of Baccarat, definitions and rules. Something that I wrote or type when I started back in 2023. I haven't updated this information, but it's basically the same information. The current strategies is this is the strategy that I'm going to use today. It says January 4th, 2025, 6 pages. First page and first page 1 and 2. It says banker or player. You want to use these strategies, you can do that. This is page number 2. Page number 3 and 4 is a different way to print this information. You have 3 additional columns if we need to start with player, with banker, or with a tie. Um, I'm playing right now player as the first hand. That's why it says 1, 1, and 1. 1 is for player, -1 is for banker. Because I played the first hand as a player, that's why it says 1, 1, and 1. Sometimes when I started at the casino, when I started shoe, right after the first hand has been played, or at least probably 6 to 8 hands, it depends on the casino, they burn some hands at the beginning. Sometimes people don't play those hands. I like to play from the beginning. This is page number 3 and 4, and page number 5 and 6. It shows is the weight. The weight is according to the number of hands I have started with this. Like in this player has started 86 shoes, has started with player. That's why I'm starting with player, because with banker only 70 shoes have started with banker, and with the tie 18 shoes have started with a tie hand. That's why I have 174 shoes that I have played. My goal is to reach at least 2,000 shoes. From the 86 on the second hand, more frequent is a banker. That's why it says -10. On the one you start with banker, it says 3. That's why I play a player on the second hand, because it's a positive number. And on the tie hand, it says on hand number 2, -1. That means that I will play banker on the second hand when it start with play with a tie. What I've been working on is when it start with a tie. Excuse me. When it start with it, when it's tie, ties means the weight is 0. In this case, hand number 13 on the player and on the banker side is even. That means the same number of players and then the same number of bankers. That's why it's 0. Then I decide what I'm going to play on those cases. And what I have chosen is to play when with the player, it starts with a 0. Um, and I will go um, to this spreadsheet, the one where I have the strategies. I will choose um, when it's higher or equal to -1, I will play player. That means that it's 0. I will play player. On this one, when it says higher than -1, that it means that includes 0. I will play 1 or player. In this case, the weight is here, column C or B for banker. When it says banker 0, I convert that one into a player. In this case, yeah, you have two zeros here. Hand number 59 and 60. So I converted those two into player. And when it's start with a tie, when it's a zero, when it's a zero, in this case, hand number 48, I will play that as a banker. The reason analyzing the information or the data, it shows that with the, when it is with the player, I get more players. When it is with bankers, I get more bankers. So the additional is only three more hands than player in this case, or three more bankers than players. That's why it says 3.70. That's the advantage on my formula two, or the strategy to the current shoes that I'm gonna play. And in the when it start with the banker, when it start with the tie zeros, I convert that into a banker, just to give a little age to the, in this case, to the player, 1.23. With the banker with -3 is 3.70 out of 81 hands. We are under the impression, and that was what I was thinking, that because we have been told by the casino that the advantage is on the banker side, that's why they charge the commission, or they have the different variances of the shoe, like super sixes, or the seven tied with a three card seven. That's the way to they get more money out of the players. But the advantage of just one additional hand out of 81, that give me a 1.23%. That's the real advantage that they say that banker has over the over the player, or yeah, over the player. So what I'm doing is I'm going to play more players when it's start with player. I'm going to play more bankers when it start with banker, and it's going to be only one more player when it start with a tie. Going to the other spreadsheet. This is the spreadsheet that I'm going to use today. I call it Master Scorecard. For the last 3 days, I already played January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The information is available in my website for the result of those shoes. When I come here to, I have two spreadsheets. One where I keep all the shoes that I have played since the beginning, where I keep all the shoes. Then I split them between player, banker, and tie. And now I'm doing some additional tests that for the player, banker, and tie. I'm using an additional strategy. I'm checking additional um, ways to keep track, to determine which one is the best option to use. If I go back here to the one that I want to be playing today, I have three money management system. The original is the progressive, negative, progressive, where I double after one loss. I double the bet. I don't reset. I don't go back to original bet. When I win, I just keep the same bet amount. I just want to get out as soon as possible and make the money. There is a positive progressive, and this positive progressive, I will double after one win. But if I win the second one, I just keep the same bet as the last one. I don't reset either. And the other one that I'm trying right now is bet 50 when I'm supposed to bet player. I bet $50. When I'm supposed to bet player, I just bet $25. What I found out, or where the calculation is, that there is not much of a difference between player and banker. So I'm gonna try to bet the least as possible when it's a banker, so I don't have to pay that commission. Or when it's a player, I will increase that to a double bet in this case. It depends with the time, if I can prove my point, or if I can find out about that I have more chances of winning more if I play player, or that 50-50. If I can win with player that I don't have to pay the commission, then I will bet more to player. I already have the strategies here for the one that I'm going to play today, January 4. I have 86 players, 86 shoes that I started with players, 70 that I started with banker, and 18 that I started with ties, so a total of 174. And these formulas are already in place here. So this is the shoe that I use. I'm gonna this is the same shoe that I have started about a year ago or year and a few months. This is an 8 decks, 52 card decks. I have 8 of those. I put that on the side, on the right side, or my right hand is a banker, on the left hand is the player. I'm playing on the player side, so I'm going to simulate the cards that come out of the shoe as the same way that in the casino, assuming that the dealer is on the other side in front of me. So the first thing that we do when we start a shoe is to burn the first card. In this case, it's the 8 of a spade. So I need to burn 8 more cards for a total of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and 3 for a total of 8 plus 1 is going to be 9. I'm going to enter this information here, 8 of spades. And then I'm going to play the first hand. I pick up the cards here. And I'm going to pick up the first cards. I'm going to play the first hand. And the first hand is, let me check something here. I'm going to check the time. Okay, I'm going to play the first hand. This is the first card for player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 5, a 3 for a total of 7. Banker has a 5 and he gets the third card if the player third card is 4 to 7, so no more cards for banker. So here is a 7 player, 5 banker. This is a player hand. Now I'm gonna copy the weight of the player. In this case, is 86, and I'm gonna where it says my play. I'm gonna copy the formula or the strategy that it says player here, and I'm gonna copy these two. I'm going to copy this all the way to the end. So the player strategy is the one that I'm going to apply during this shoe, because this shoe started with player. Go all the way to hand number 81. And basically on the first section here, when it says winner, when it says 1 is player or blue, is when it says -1, it says banker or -1 red or banker. And when it says my place, this is what I am playing. In this case, I am playing player with blue or 1, or banker -1 or red. And then the win or loss is going to give me here when it compares this column with this column. If I win, it's going to give me a 1. If I lose, it's going to give me a -1. And these three betting systems will calculate, and these two, the last two, they already have the stops there. On this one, I have to do it manually. I haven't done a formula for that stop, so I will do it manually until I'm able to create the stop automatically. But as of right now, okay, back to the game. 7 player, 5 banker. And this is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. In this case, I won $50. On this, it says that when I bet player, I'm betting $50. When I'm betting banker, I will bet 25. And on this one, I start with 25, and this one I start with 25. So I pick out the cards of the first hand. I'm gonna play the second hand. First card for player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 and banker has a natural 8. This is a banker hand because it's -1 or red, and I was playing banker -1. So I won this one. I won one hand here because I was playing banker on this first betting system. I won 25 because I was playing banker. I was betting only 25. Now I am up 75. The positive progressive because I won the first hand, then I double, and now I won 50. Now I am up 75 here. And on this one, I only double if I win, if I lose the first hand, then well, actually, if I lose any hand, I will double it. And then there are three stops that I will talk about that when the time comes. So I'm going to pick up the cards of the second hand. Third hand is going to be first card for player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Now I have a 7 player and 7 banker. This is a tie hand. When I get a tie hand, I will go over these numbers on top. It says player 1, banker 1, and 1 tie for a total of 3 hands. So this is a tie hand, 7-7. I go for the next hand. First card for player, first card for banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 and it stands. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 4. So player 7, banker 4. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. I won because I was playing player. I was betting on the first strategy. Actually, the strategy is the same strategy. I'm applying the same strategy for when it starts with player. The three different things that I'm doing here are the three different betting systems or money management systems. It shows that I won $50 here. Now I am up 125. On this one, I am $50. I won $50 because it's a positive progressive. I double it on the second hand, tied on the third hand. 4, I will keep betting the same amount. I only double if I win the first hand of a series. And the remaining of the same series, I bet the same amount. And negative progressive, I only double anytime that I lose. So in this case, 7, 4, player hand. I'm going to play my next hand. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1, so it goes to 6. Banker has a 5 and it only gets the third card if the player third card is between 4 to 7. I still have to use once in a while. I need to refer to uh, my rules. I have them printed here by my keyboard. So now this one is going to be 6 player, 5 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. I won another $50. Um, I haven't I haven't lost any of the hands. It shows here. Win or loss, everything is 111. That means there is a positive. And here it gives me the number of up or down. If it's positive, in this case 4, it is that I am up 4 more hands than those that I have lost, but I haven't lost anything. It's just one tied, hand number 3. In this case, 6-5, player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play, the first strategy here is going to be 25 since I'm going to be betting banker. So I'm going to be betting 3 bankers in a row. So first card for player, first card banker, Second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1, so it goes to 6. The banker has a 6. No more cards for banker, so this is another tie. 6 player, 6 banker. This is another tie. I have 3 players, 1 banker, 2 ties for a total of 6 hands. My next uh, play is going to be another banker. On this one, it shows me the weight. That means that this is how more frequent is one color over the other. In this case, it's negative 14 and negative 15. The next one, that means that 2 bankers. So my next is going to be another banker. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 and it stands. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1, so it goes to 3. So this is a 7 player, 3 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand because I was playing banker. I only lost $25 here. Now I am left with 150. And then I lost $50 here on the betting system, the positive progressive. I was betting 50, so I lost 50. With this loss of 50, I check if I have my target, that is at least 5 units of 25. That means that is 125. So on this one, I reached my target. On the third strategy, the negative progressive, this is the first time that I double. I had 101 before and I lost 25. I'm left with 75. So, and this on the bet 50 for player, 25 for banker, I reached my target. And on this one, I also reached my target. This is the one that I'm going to keep playing, the negative progressive. So my next hand, hand number 8. This is first card for player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6 and stands, banker has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7. So 6 player, 1 banker. 6 player, 1 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. On this one, I already said that I was already out, so I'm gonna zero it all the way down to the end and delete the formula that I have there, so I don't have to change it every time. So on this one, I didn't have to bet that last hand since I already reached my target after one loss. So this one 6-1 player hand. I was playing banker. I lost the hand. So the only hand what I was playing is this one on the negative progressive. That is a negative 50. So I am down to profit of 25. So I keep playing on that one because I lost 50. My next bet is going to be 100. And I'm going to be playing player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card, no, excuse me, 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 4, so it goes to 8. Banker has a 6 and doesn't get any more cards, only gets a third card if the player third card is 6 or 7. So a 8 player. Banker 6, this is a player hand. I was playing player, I won this hand, and here I won 100. Since I doubled my previous bet of 50, now I won 100. So now I have 125. This is the profit for this third strategy as well, for the third system that I'm using. So this one, it stops there as well. This is a low income here, 150, 125, and 125. In some cases, it goes more than that, but all three strategies stop right there, hand number 9. I'm going to keep playing. I need to collect more data. My goal is to have at least 2,000 shoes play. So even if I reach the target, the money, the monitoring. I reached my target. I still need to collect the data of the remaining hands of the shoe. So hand number 10. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 and banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand, but there is no activity on the money part here. I am at 4 hands on the shoe. 4 more hands won than lost. My next 2 hands will be bankers. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7, so it goes to 9. Banker has a 4 and he gets a third card when the player third card is 2 to 7. So banker gets a third card, the third card is a 0, so it remains at 4. So banker, a player has a 9, banker has a 4. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next hand will be another banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. This is a one player gets a third card. The third card is a 4, so it goes to 5. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 3. So player 5, banker 3. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 2. Banker has a 7 and it doesn't get any more cards. So player 2, banker 7. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. I'm going to play 3 bankers in a row. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 0, banker has a 0. Both of them get a third card. The third card is a 0 for player, and the third card for banker is a 7. So 0 player, 7 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next is going to be another banker with a weight of negative 13. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is an 8, so it goes to 0. Banker has a 6. It doesn't get any more cards. So player 0, banker 6. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 0. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 3, so it goes to 6. So player 0, banker 6. And this is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. I am still up here for more hands won than lost. My next play is going to be a player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. I'm going to double check this one. It says 2 zeros. Let's make sure that I didn't double enter the information there. It's the same. That is correct. So my third card here for player is a 3. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 5. So player 3, banker 5. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 5. Banker. Okay, we are starting the second part of the recording. Um, I record every 30 minutes, and then I have um, to put them together. Um, so the hand that I'm playing right now is hand number 19. I have a 7 player and a 1 banker. So player stands with 7, and the third card for banker is a 7, so it goes to 8. So player 7, banker 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is gonna be a player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 1. And banker has a 6. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. Now in the number of hands up or down, I'm even. I have the same number of hands won than lost. My next hand, number 21. I have first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 2. Banker has a 6 and it remains at 6. No more cards for banker. So 2 player, 6 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Now it shows here that I am up 1 hand. One more hand won than lost. My next play is going to be a player, and I see I have a weight of 0. And because I'm playing this formula here that it says more higher or equal of -1 that includes 0, I get a 1 or a player. That's why I'm playing player there. So my next hand, I'm playing player. So first card for player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and banker has a 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play, I'm going to be playing 2 bankers in a row, one with the weight of -6 and the second one with the weight of -15. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 8, banker has a 7. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a banker, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and banker has a natural 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing a banker. I won this hand. My next 2 plays will be 2 players, one with a weight of 7 and one with a weight of 1. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 5. Banker has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7, so it goes to 8. So player 5, banker 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next hand is going to be a player with a weight of 1. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0. And banker has a 7. No more cards for banker. 0 player, 7 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 8. Banker has a 6. So player 8, banker 6. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player. Gonna be three players in a row. First card for player, first card for banker, second card for player, second card for banker. Player has a 1, banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand, and now I am down 4 hands. I have lost 4 more hands than those that I won. My next two plays will be players. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6 and banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 4. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 5. So 4 player, 5 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. Now I am down 6 hands. My next play is going to be a banker with a weight of 16. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 4. 4 player, 5 banker. No more card for banker, so that one stays at 5. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next two plays will be 2 players with a weight of 0. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5, banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next 4 more hands I will be playing player. So, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 3, so it goes to 6. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 3. Excuse me. Player gets 5. 2 plus 3, 5. And banker has a 3. No more card for bank. Well, the third card for banker is a 0, so it remains at 3. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play is going to be another player with a weight of -1, and the formula says that higher the of -1, I get 1. That means player, and the higher of -1 that includes 0, and that includes 0. So that's why I'm playing player in this case, and or I play player in this case, and I won. My next one here actually is -1 here. That includes higher or equal to -1. So that's why I'm playing player on this hand. Hand number 34. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 9. Banker has a 5. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play is going to be player. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is an 8, so it goes to 0. And the banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 0. So 0 player, 0 banker. This is a tie hand, and I have, every time that I get a tie hand, I go over the scores here. I have 13 players, 19 bankers, 3 ties for a total of 35 hands. My next play is going to be another player, as weight is -1. The previous -1, I won that hand. Let's see how it goes on this one. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 3, and banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost his hand. My next play is gonna be a banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 1. Banker has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 3. So player 1, banker 3. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 and a stands. Banker has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1, so it goes to 5. Player 7, banker 5. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. Now I am down 3 hands. I have lost 3 more hands than those that I have won. My next play is going to be a banker with a weight of -8. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 9, banker has a 2. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player with a weight of 0. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6. Banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Excuse me. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost the hand. My next 2 hands, I will be playing banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 3. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 2. So player 3, banker 2. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost the hand. My next hand, hand number 42, is a banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 1. Banker has a 7, doesn't get any more cards, so this is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won the hand. My next hand is I'm gonna be playing player, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1. Banker has a natural 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost the hand. Now I am down again to -6. My next play is gonna be 2 bankers in a row, one with a weight of -7 and the second one a weight of -10, and it's going to be bankers. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5, banker has a natural 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play, another banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9, so it goes down to 3. Banker has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 1. So player 3, banker 1. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play, I'm going to be playing a few players in a row, 6 players in a row. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6 and a stands. Banker has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1, so it goes to 5. 6 player, 5 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won the hand. My next one is going to be another player with a weight of 20. So let's see, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is an 8, so it goes to 1. So player 1, banker 6, no more cards for banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6 and a stance. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9, so it goes down to 1. So player 6, banker 1. This is player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next three hands, one with the weight is going to be players. The first one, the weight of 7. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 on his stance, banker has a 6 on his stance. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a player with a weight of 13. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is another 3, so it goes to 6. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. Third card is a 4, so it goes to 6. So 6 player, a 6 banker. This is a tie hand. I have 20 players, 26 bankers, 4 ties for a total of 50 hands. My next play is going to be a player with a weight of 0. And it's going to be player for my play. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 3, so it goes to 8. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is an 8, so it goes down to 1. So player 8. Banker 1. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. Now I am down only 3 hands, 3 more losses than wins on this shoe. My next play is going to be a banker, and it's going to be it's a strong banker, negative 21, the weight. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains a 4. Banker has a 6 and it stands. So player 4, banker 6. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. My player is a 5, and he gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 7. Banker has a 6, and it only gets a third card if the player third card is 6 or 7, so no more cards for banker. So 7 player, 6 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play is going to be another player. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains a 2. Banker has a 4. It doesn't get any more cards since the player third card is a 0. So player 2, banker 4. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play, another player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6 and a stand. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 6, so it goes to 6. So 6 player and banker 6. This is another tie. So I go over the scores. I have 22 players, 28 bankers, 5 ties for a total of 55 hands. My next 3 plays will be bankers. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 5. Banker has a 4 and gets a third card. For 4, any player third card between 2 to 7 gets a third card. The third card is a 4, so it goes to 8. So player 5, banker 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play is going to be another banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 8. Banker has a 1. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be another banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so two player. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9, so it goes down to 2. So this is another tie. Two player, two banker. And this is a tie hand. I have so far 23 players, 29 bankers, 6 ties for a total of 58 hands. My next play is going to be a two players, actually. Two next hands will be players for me. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1 against a third card. The third card is a 6, so it goes to 7. Banker has a 7 and it doesn't get any more cards, so 7 players, 7 banker. This is another tie hand. I have 23 players, 29 bankers, 7 ties for a total of 59 hands. My next play is going to be another player. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6. Banker has a natural 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. It looks like it's a strong banker, negative 22, hand number 61. I go for banker, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 9. Banker has a 4. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 9, banker has a 0. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a banker, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 9. Banker has a 6. This is player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. What I see here, I have three national, or actually three nines in a row for player. My next play is going to be another player with a weight of 14. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 and it stands. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7, so it goes to 7. So 7 7. This is another tie. And what I have here, 26 players, 30 bankers, 8 dice for a total of 64 hands. My next two plays will be two bankers, one with a weight of negative 7 and negative 18. So two bankers in a row for me. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7, so it goes to 1. Banker has a 4 and he gets a third card. If the player third card is between 2 to 7, and this has a 7. So the third banker third card is a 5, so it goes to 9. So player 1, banker 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play is gonna be a banker. I have a negative 18. So strong banker, first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6 and stands. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. Third card is a 6, so it's another tie. 6 players, 6 banker. I go over the scores again. 26 players, 31 bankers, 9 ties for a total of 66 hands. My next play with is going to be a player with 11 weight. So hand number 67 and playing player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0. Banker has a 1 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1. So it goes to 2. This is another tie. Two player, two banker. I have 26 players, 31 bankers, 16 ties for a total of 67 hands. Anytime that I get a tie, I go over the scores for players, bankers, and ties. So that's why I repeat this so many times because I have many ties lately for a total of 10 ties in the entire shoe. So my next hand, I will be playing three bankers in a row. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains a 3. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1, so it goes to 3. So this is another tie. 3 player, 3 banker. Again, I have 26 players, 31 bankers, 11 ties for a total of 68 hands. My next play will be a banker with a negative 13. This is a strong banker. Let's see what happens. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7, so it goes down to 1. Banker has a 6, and to get a third card, the player third card has to be 6 or 7. So this one gets a third card. The third card is a 5, so it goes to 1. So player 0, banker has a 1. So one player, a 0 player, 7 plus 5, 12, plus 8, 20, that's a 0. Banker 6 plus 5, 11, that means 1. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a banker with a negative 7 as the weight. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 6. Banker has a natural 8. Banker, this is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Now I am down only one more loss than wins in this shoe out of 70 hands with 11 ties. Hand number 71, I'm playing player with 17 as the weight. This is a strong player, so let's see what happens. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 1. Banker has a natural 8. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 and it stands. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9, so it goes down to 1. 7 player, 1 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player with 14. That is a strong player. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2 for a total of 6. Banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is an 8, so it goes down to 1. So player 6. Banker 1, this is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next play is going to be a banker. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9, so it goes down to 4. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 1. So this is player 4. Banker 1, this is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. My next play is going to be a player. And number 75, they're going to be playing 2 players in a row. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 5. Banker has is a 1, gets a third card. The third card is a 5, so it goes to 6. So player 5, banker 6. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. And I pick up the card from the previous hand. I get the cut card, so I will be playing 2 more hands. Usually when the cut card comes out in the middle of a hand, we play 1 more. But because this one I already pick up the card from the previous hand, it's like because the dealer usually gives the advance notice for the last hand. and the cut card just came out, so I will play two more hands. First card for player, first card for banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 7 and stands, banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 0. Player 7, banker 0. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. My next hand, I will be playing banker. I will be playing. Okay, I'm playing hand, the last hand of this shoe, hand number 77. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a 5 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2, so it goes to 7. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 3. So player 7, banker 3. This is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost this hand. Okay, so that was the last hand of the shoe. And if I go to the numbers here, I have 77 hands, 31 players, 35 bankers, 11 ties, for a total of 77 hands. I was down 4 more hands lost than one. But according to the three money management that I use on this shoe, $50 for every play that I bet, and 25 for banker. I was at $150. Using the positive progressive, I was up $125 when at the time to stop. And with the negative progressive, I was, after this win, is $125. There is a rule that I follow to do the stops, and that's what happened here. And what I do after this, I bring this information to I bring this information. I'm going to go over this since I started the third section, or the third 30-minute section. So I'm going to advance a little bit on what I do after I finish a shoe. I bring this information here from hand number 1 to hand number 81. I do copy, and I bring this information to my other spreadsheet where I have all the shoes. I start with all the shoes. There is a section here that it says first. I bring this information all the way to the end. I have all the shoes that I have played in this section. I have 174, so I copy this one here. It says paid. I bring only the values, base special, and values. Then, because this shoe started with player, so I go to the tab that it says player, and I do the same thing. I go to the first section here. I have 3 sections on every spreadsheet here. I'm gonna bring the entire shoe here, page special. I do page special, and I bring the entire shoe there too. And because I start keeping track of this of a different system that I'm testing, where it says player 2, I bring that as well here, and I do page special, and I bring only the values. And then I go back to the spreadsheet that I used to play, and I have the date and the first card. I copy this information. I copy the information and I bring it to again to this spreadsheet, and I'm gonna copy this information and I paste it here. I also paste the values. There is no formula there, but just to it's a good habit of pasting values. I don't want to make a mistake um, of bringing formulas that I change the information when I bring it over to a different page. I just as a ounce of precaution just to paste values there. So when I bring this information here, it updates the information at the end. At the end, I have the totals. In this case, it says that I have 17 more players than bankers, and that's why I play player. If I and it creates a strategy here, but I don't use this strategy. I use a single strategy per shoe. In this case, I come here to player, and it adds the number here. If I go all the way to the end, I have room for 200 shoes. I'm still playing shoe number 87. 87 shoes that I've started with player. I still have room for 113 shoes more for player and some more for banker and for ties before I have to do anything to modify this. So I create a strategy here. I on this one I have a zero equal one with the banker side. I have it. I haven't modified this because I still want to know when I use the weight with the zero being one. I want to still want to apply the same strategy. So I haven't modified any of these with the zero one with the banker side and player side. Also, zero becomes one, and the tie zero become a minus one. Probably it's about the same thing. But I'm modifying it is at the time when I play. I have the second section here for player, banking, and tie. When I apply that formula to all the shoes that I have played, and it give me on the bottom, give me and in this case, one is a win, and negative one is a loss, and zero is when it gets tie. There is no winner or loser on that one. I'm going to analyze here the player. And since today we have a player shoe. For me, a player shoe is the one that I start with player. So on the first hand, I won the first hand since I play player on the first hand. If I go down all the way to the bottom here, it says with a modified strategy because when I bring the information over, it may modify my strategy or the way that I play. So it tells me that I will have won 14 hands on the first shoe that I played. That was back in October 8, 2023. I will have lost the second one. I have won 11, 14 wins, 20 wins here, 15, 7 wins. A positive number is more wins than losses. And what we can see here, like here 22 wins, here 10, here 9, 10. Here is a negative, that means that is a loss, two losses, five losses, four losses. But on the other one says 19 wins, 14 wins, 15 wins. Um, Basically, the theory that I have is that if I use the same data to create the strategy, of course, it's going to give me a positive number at the end. But this is the way that I can predict behavior in regards to future shoes that I play. If the shoes play about the same of what I have played before, I may be able to get some positive numbers. But I still don't apply. I don't recommend to use my strategies with a flat betting system because when you go to the casino, there are other things that we have to take in consideration, like energies and things that happen at the casino. When you play too long at the casino, you ended up losing. Well, that's what I have noticed or what I have experienced myself also. That's why I keep playing more shoes. And in the third section here, this is the second section where it says win or loss. This is the second section, and when I go to and here it tells me how many wins. Any positive number is a win. 17 wins here. This is per row or per line. Um, and if any red number in red, I mean, this is a loss within that row. It tells me that it's a 649 more wins than losses. That is a positive number. That if I have bet flat bet, that will have been 649 wins, including players and bankers because this is a mix of players and bankers. From that, we will have to subtract commissions. And if I go to the third section here, the third section is applying the formula that I have. This is a negative progression when I double the second player and the second banker and the second tie, because I'm trying to do the same formula with 20 player betting 50, banker betting 25. Uh, but I just start using it. I don't have the stops, and that's why I cannot do a stop yet, because it requires some thinking and some working on those formulas. This one is already I already created it. It's a long formula to be able to get here, but it tells me at the end. It tells me how much I would have won if I have used the negative progressive in this case. In this case, I would have won 150, and this one 200, and this one 300. Here 250, here 250. This one 175. It tells me how much we have going up on losses, in this case 1,425, and they require additional money required for the next bet was 1,600, so I will have needed 3,000 here to survive this shoe. And if I go all the way to the end, it tells me how much would have been if I have applied the same formula for all the shoes that I have played here. I go all the way to the end here because already has the 200 shoes room for shoes that I will play. In this case, it tells me I will have one 30,000, no, actually 40,275, but the maximum amount that I would have needed to survive every single shoe was 30,925. That is a huge amount. But with time, when I add more shoes, those amounts change. When I go here to all, and I go to the first section, I brought all the number from all the issues, all the strategies. Well, actually, yeah, it tells me here if I have used one single formula for all the player, banker, and tie, I will have play 175 shoes, 692 positive hands, but they went up when I split them between player, banker, and tie. Is 649 more hands won than lost. In the on the banker side, would have been 400 more hands won and lost, and on the with the ties 249. When I split in these shoes between players and bankers, players, bankers, and ties, it goes from 692 more more hands won than lost. It goes all the way to 1,298. So I almost double, just using two different strategies or three different strategies: one for player, one for banker, one for tie. It shows here how many more bankers than players. And these on 87 shoes, I only have three more bankers than players. With 70 shoes that start with banker, I have 140 more bankers than players. And when it starts with a tie, I have 35 more players than bankers. The total number of hands with player I have 6,693. With banker I have 5,431. When it start with a tie I have 1,408. For a total play 13,532. This is when I split. This is only one. This number is the same as this number, but this one is just separated them between player, banker, and ties. It tells me that there's a number of ties 632 with the player, 499 with the banker, and 125 ties with when it start with tie for a total of 1,256 net hands, 6,061 hands that I have played when it start with player, 4,932 when it start with banker, 1,283 when it started with a tie, and for a total of 1276. It gave me a banker advantage when it start with player of 0.05%. When it start with banker, that was 140. Give me an advantage of the banker of 2.84. But if I and when it start with player, it tells me that when it start with player, I get more players than bankers. So it gives me an advantage of 35 more players than bankers of 2.73%. That is for banker, excuse me, for player over the banker. If I combine these three, it gives me a advantage of 0.88%. That is very minimum. It's less than one more banker than player for every shoe. So that's why I say it's a misleading concept from the casino to say that they charge a commission just to because they have a small advantage that the banker has. That's why I prefer to play player. On this one, it shows the amount of money that I would have made using these strategies for all the shoes. It would have been 88,875. The maximum amount, these are 30,925, 16,275. These are the numbers that I'm trying to work to lower with more shoes that I play. Um, and this is what I have for you today. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Right now, I have 169 subscribers in YouTube, not many subscribers in Rumble, and I have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook group. Don't forget, this information is available in my website, juancarlosmonsalve.com. If you want to support my channel, you can do it through Cash App at $ Juan Carlos Monsalve, or through PayPal at paypal.me/Juan Carlos Monsalve 12. Subscribe to my channel at Juan Carlos Monsalve 1652. My Facebook group is Baccarat Research. My Rumble account is jmonsalve32. And don't forget to give it a like to this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications, and share the video with others. You want to send me an email, you can do it through to juancarlosmonsalve12@gmail.com. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching these videos. I will see you in my next one. Thank you and have a wonderful day.